I think these two people are sociopaths. That's just my personal opinion. Two Maine cops were fired and sentenced to jail for using their batons to beat porcupines to death while on duty. Now I know some of you are hearing me saying, the hell you say? Yeah, that's what they decided to do for fun, to kill animals while on duty. Let's bring up a picture of these Twiddle here. Addison Cox and Michael Rollerson pled guilty for animal cruelty in connection to videos of them using batons to kill porcupines while on duty for the Rockland police. The savage beatings were filmed on a cell phone by a third officer who posted the killings to Snapchat. So you mean to tell me while on duty to protect and serve, 3 police officers are engaging in textbook sociopathic behavior and filming it, textbook narcissistic behavior, and then posting it for the public to see this crime, textbook white privilege behavior. Rowland was hired as a patrol officer in Rockland in October 2017. He grew up in a family of law enforcement officers. His father is also a police officer. In one case, Rollerson acknowledged pepper spraying one of the porcupines before beating it. A judge handed down a stiffer sentence to Rollerson because he was a senior officer and killed more porcupines. Well, damn, black folks don't even get that kind of treatment. The judge gave a stiffer sentence because the cop should be held to a higher level of accountability because he was a senior officer. I mean, damn, that sounds like some things we've been saying right here on Indisputable, held to a higher standard. Oh, I get it. It's a damn porcupine, it's not a black person. Okay, so the judge could figure out how to make it work. Okay, got it. Roberson was sentenced Thursday to 270 days in jail with all but 20 days suspended. Okay, please understand what that means. Sentenced to 270 days in jail with all but 20 days suspended. He's going to serve 20 days, okay? The judge suspended the sentence. Fined $1,000, required to do community service. Cox was hit with 90 days in jail with all but 10 days suspended, meaning the judge suspended 80 days, 10 to serve. Fined $1,000, $1,000 given 6 months probation. So even with all of this jazz that the judge is talking, right, we're gonna hold you to a higher standard of accountability because you were the senior officer and you killed more porcupines. So I'm going to give you 270 days, but I'm going to suspend 90% of it. Adrienne, this is an awesome power that judges have. Rarely talked about. I've never seen it done to a black person, but they can give you a sentence and then literally say, I suspend the sentence after they give it to you. Why do they do things like this?
Well, because they want to make it look like they're actually, giving some kind of punishment. And the reality is that they're not. Having to serve 10, 20 days in jail. Also, they're probably going to be protected while they're in there by law enforcement. So they're going to be in their own special little suite. But I think the bigger issue here is I am terrified with the thought that those officers are out there. We've all heard stories about young people beating animals and what that means about their psychosis.
Yes.
So the fact that you have officers out there who are making sport of murdering just these innocent animals is wild. They should not be on the force. They should be locked up in some way. These people are not people that should be roaming around in society without some kind of restraint.
Yeah, horrible individuals, horrible. And the genesis of the psychology is that individuals who do this to animals will victimize those who cannot do anything to them. That's the reason why we consider this to be sociopathic behavior, because you're willing to victimize those that have no voice, an animal that has no voice, but you told on yourself because you have this narcissism coupled with your white privilege and you posted your crime on social media. But do you really think this is the first and only time they've done something like this as a group? And here's the other thing. We know the 2 cops got sentenced, the ones that actually did the killing of this animal or animals. But what about the cop who was recording? How in the hell is he not arrested? How is it that he doesn't get a charge connected to this? See, even when it's clear criminal action, you still have unequal application, not only of the law, but damn, the sentencing. You mean to tell me a man could be sentenced to almost a year in prison and a judge can say, I'm going to suspend the sentence and give you 20 days? I've never heard that happen before. I know cats on probation. They missed a probation visit. They got a year in prison. A year. Life completely upside down because they had to go to work.